God damn it, Sony. God damn you. You couldn't at least wait a week to do something stupid again before I have to come in and talk about it. You couldn't give me that courtesy at least. Okay, fuck it. So, if you haven't heard the news by now, this is like the exclamation point on Sony's not so good, really bad week of them pretty much they're starting to become like the hare in the story of the tortoise and the hare, where they think they're so far ahead of the competition that they feel like they can just sleep and drag their heels and do shit to piss people off because they're number one. Well, time to wake up, sunshine. You're starting to not become number one anymore. Microsoft might actually be the tortoise in this situation and is starting to slowly and steadily coming up and surpassing you. So, if you haven't heard by now, there have been problems with Sony, the PlayStation 4 version of Fallout 4, getting mods, which was a feature that was announced way back E3 2015 for the time being only going to be available on Xbox One, and then a month later it was going to be on PlayStation 4, which is cool. As somebody who used to be just a primarily console player, I found the idea of mods being on the PS4, really cool. I thought that was an interesting new idea, and I was excited when they were finally going to come to the PS4. Well, that ain't gonna happen anymore, because in an update from Bethesda, which I will read to you now, simply titled PS4 Mod Update. And unlike a lot of, I have to give props to Bethesda about this, like I do in a lot of situations. They have been really up to date with, very frequent with providing an update on this whole mod debacle with the PS4 version. I mean, any other developer or publisher could have just sat there and said nothing or been completely vague, but no, Bethesda came out and stated exactly what happened, or according to them, exactly what happened, and they didn't mince words about it. And here's what they said. After months of discussion with Sony, we regret to say that while we have long been ready to offer mod support on PlayStation, Sony has informed us that they will not approve user mods the way they should work, where users can do anything they want for either Fallout 4 or Skyrim Special Edition. Like you, we are disappointed by Sony's decision given the considerable time and effort we put into this project, and the amount of time our fans have waited for mod support to arrive. We consider this an important initiative, and we hope to find other ways user mods can be available for our PlayStation audience. However, until Sony will allow us to offer proper mod support for the PS4, that content for Fallout 4 and Skyrim on PlayStation 4 will not be available. We will provide an update if and when this situation changes. So not only are we not getting mod support for the PS4 on Fallout 4, which was a feature that was announced more than a year ago, we're also not going to be getting it for Skyrim Special Edition, which was set to be one of the biggest features. Besides it being a big graphical overhaul, that was one of the big features that they highlighted in the initial trailer for Skyrim on PS4, that you were going to be able to use mods on it. You'd be able to have like I don't know if it would go to that extent. I don't know what specific mods are going to be on it. Like, say for example, the Thomas the Tank Engine mod, where every dragon is a character from Thomas the Tank Engine, or a mod where the trolls are Macho Man Randy Savage, or stuff like that. Just stupid shit like that would have made the game even more fun, but not anymore. This feature, I guess, is only going to be exclusive now to PC and Xbox One, or Xbox One in this case, if we're just talking about consoles. So, first of all, I am extremely disappointed in Sony right now. I mean, after this whole thing of the PlayStation 4 Pro and them fucking up the message on that, and the whole thing where they hiked up the price for PlayStation Plus for no real reason. They didn't provide any kind of reason. They're not adding any more features. They're not improving it like the Xbox does with Live. So that already was just like, ugh, okay, ugh. And then the whole thing with the Pro, like I said, I think they fucked up the messaging on that, which I will not be getting one. I think it turned off a lot of people by missing basic features and just being a really underwhelming product. And now we have this, which is just 3 strikes right here. And it's not, unless this turns into a situation of throwing mud back and forth at each other, where Sony's going to go, oh no, it's Bethesda's fault, and then Bethesda's going to go, no, it's Sony's fault, and then Sony's going to go, no, it's Bethesda's fault, and it's just going to go back and forth. Right now, the ball is in Sony's court to put out some kind of statement on this, to clarify what's going on. Why are they not allowing Skyrim or Fallout 4 to have mods on the PlayStation 4? They've been there since May, at least in Fallout 4, on the Xbox One, and I've heard, good things about the mod support that they're doing. No, it's not full-on mod support. Like, you can't change the graphics, you can't, tweak the sound files, I guess, to, create a substantially different graphical experience. But, just for stupid shit, just for stupid fun shit on Fallout 4, it's there on the Xbox One. That, in my opinion now, as far as consoles go, that is the definitive version of Fallout 4. Not the PS4 version, Xbox One. That is the definitive version for consoles. And now Skyrim, that is the definitive version for consoles. Xbox One. I'm telling you guys, and this is somebody who owns a PlayStation 4. Whose channel usually focuses on PlayStation 4 stuff. Don't buy Skyrim on PlayStation 4. If you have a PC or you want an Xbox One, get an Xbox One S, and you'll get it. You'll be able to have mod support. $300 console. That will do more than the Pro will at $100 less. So yeah, just get Skyrim for Xbox One. Get it more for PC. I have it right now on PC, and it's awesome. And I'll be getting the special edition for free on PC, and I'll try to do a video about that. I'm still trying to figure out how to record gameplay on this computer. I'm pretty sure there's a simple tool that I'm overlooking, but I need to figure this out. So, but yeah, it's just so disheartening to see this, because for a while there, I figured finally Sony learned their lesson after the last generation of consoles, where they were really lagging behind Xbox, and they were making some stupid ass decisions, screwing over support for the Vita and the PSP, and having the PS3 be really difficult to develop for, and all the piracy shit they started doing. It was just, in the initial PS3 reveal, where that thing was fucking $600, it was ridiculous, and it was such a bleak time for someone coming out of the whose huge part of their childhood is the PlayStation 2 and that era of Sony. And now we're getting into this era again, maybe, if they keep this shit up. If they just, hopefully this is just a bad week for them, but this is a bad week that could have rippling consequences throughout the rest of this generation until they announce the PlayStation 5. And something I didn't mention in my last video as well, is that although I am giving the edge to Microsoft on this, I don't think Project Scorpio is a good idea either. I think this whole idea from the both of them of 4K gaming, where they want to do these maybe every 3 years have a little hardware upgrade without actually bringing in a new era of consoles, a new generation, which I don't like. I already don't like this trend, and the fucking thing isn't even out yet. I don't like it already, because you're not PCs. How many times do I have to say this? You guys aren't making PCs. You guys are making consoles. The benefit of a console, you buy it, you buy it, and then you wait until the next generation. That's it. That's all you need to worry about. Sony like shit themselves worrying like, "Oh god, we probably should just release another one. Hurry up and get it out there before PCs start coming up with better stuff," which really, and I've heard a report like, oh, the Xbox One didn't, Project Scorpio didn't force us to make a PlayStation 4 Pro. PCs did. I'm sorry, the PC, which is and will remain the most powerful gaming device available in the market, that's what you wanted to top with this Pro product that can't even do 4K 60 frames. Are you serious? It's limited to 30. It can't even fucking do, like, if you were to buy this thing if you didn't even have a 4K TV, you can't even do 1080p 60. You can't even do that for most games. Like pretty much everything I've said about the Pro, the last video, but yeah, it's just so boneheaded of them. And this whole like mod thing is just another big win for Microsoft. It makes them look good. You're making them look really good, and Microsoft is taking whole advantage of that. Like, they're coming in with tweet after tweet after tweet after quote from their higher ups and going, "Oh yeah, we weren't really excited for what the PlayStation is doing. Yeah, well, we've got this on the Xbox. We've got that the PlayStation Pro doesn't even offer. We've got this. We've got HDR on the Slim. You don't need to buy the Pro for that. We've got it's $100 cheaper than the Pro. We've got 4K Blu-ray player on there. We've got mods for Fallout 4. We've got mods for Skyrim." And it's like the list is starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And instead of actively doing something to change that, it's like Sony is just like they're sinking in quicksand. And instead of being still and just, taking their time to just like get out of it, they're struggling, and it's just going to get them deeper and deeper into shit until they're completely submerged in it, and then it's just gonna cycle back again where the Xbox is the dominant console and the PS4 is just struggling again. I can see it already happening, because this is exactly what happened with the PlayStation 3. The circumstances are different, but it's the same attitude. It's the fucking attitude. Like a thought I forgot to finish in the last video, Sony right now, there's a difference between being confident and being cocky. Confidence is what I saw from Sony in 2013 when they revealed the thing and blasted Microsoft, rightfully so, with the anti-DRM policies and the disk-based stuff. Confidence I saw in 2014. Confidence I saw in 2015. Confidence I saw in the first half of this year. And now they're just being cocky. Now they're just being cocky, where they think they can just do whatever, and people will. I mean, they have their partnerships with Activision. They have their partnerships, with the biggest studios to have like the best, quote unquote, best games on the PS4 with exclusive content and all that shit. And you get the map packs 30 days early. And who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? Because what matters in the end, one, are the games, which, don't get me wrong, still good. Still a lot of stuff on that you can only get on PS4 that I really want. But in the image and just the attitude, the whole attitude of this thing is just so confusing and misguided. It's a mess. Like, this PlayStation is a mess after this last week, and then the whole thing with them increasing the price for PlayStation Plus, which is just so crappy. But yeah, I'm so disappointed in Sony after this week, and this whole mod thing is just, God, is so bad. But yeah, I'm just really disappointed in them. So Anywho, hopefully this will change. Hopefully this sets some kind of fire under Sony. The best we can hope for is that they look at all the feedback from this bad week that they've had and try to reassess what they're doing. Like, don't be a dick. Maybe, focus on the games. Focus on the frame rate. Be more consumer friendly. Add more features to PlayStation Plus to warrant that $10 hike. Make the service better. And for the love of God, allow mods on Fallout 4 and Skyrim Special Edition. Because people are going to pay the same price for it, and they're both going to lack one of its biggest features. So I still don't understand why they can legally. I don't understand how they can charge the same price and not have a huge feature missing. And have a huge feature missing. Because I don't care what people have said. I've heard this argument already from people wanting to defend Sony. Like, well, why would you buy a console version of a game for mods? Why wouldn't you just go to a PC? Because it's a fucking feature, you fool. It's a fucking feature. If I asked you to buy this game and I promised a big feature and then you got the game and then you turned around and asked me, what the fuck, where's this feature? And I went, oh, why didn't you buy the PC version? Would that make any sense to you? Really? Just no. And let this for the record, let's just finally, I'm going to say this again. I waved the fucking flag for Sony. I'm a big fan of theirs. Their games and the PlayStation have been a huge part of my upbringing, my childhood, and my adult years. And I love them. I love their products. I love PlayStation, but I am not above. They are not above a good finger wagging, and I'm not gonna be gentle at all. I'm mad right now. I'm like an upset parent. I'm really fucking disappointed in PlayStation right now. So, yeah. I haven't used this line in a while, but shame on you, PlayStation. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Lost Guardian better be good.